Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Dun da 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 dun da da na 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 na. Na 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 na. Dun 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 na 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 dun dun. Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is David A. Qua and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a brand new visitor to my YouTube channel and have no idea what my videos are all about, I love to talk about things I'm passionate about, man. Movies, comic books, video games. I do hauls, reviews, unboxings. If that's the type of thing you're into, you may want to check out my other content. If you like what you see, do subscribe. And also, if you like what you see here and you want to see more about me, you can check out my Twitter and Instagram. And if you like this video game related stuff, you like live streams, like talking to me through the live stream chat, you can check me out on Twitch. Alright? My username is the same on everywhere on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. David A. Qua. Today we're going to talk about my PlayStation 4 video game collection. Okay, this is all the physical stuff I have here. I do have digital downloads of a lot of games. Okay, sort of online, Ground Zeroes, Metal Gear Solid. You know, I have it downloaded digitally, you know, from the PlayStation Store. You know, like the first Dishonored and a few more other games. You know, a bunch of DLCs and stuff like that. Like Telltale games, I usually have digital downloads of. You know. But here we're going to take a look at all the physical games I have, and we'll just go from there. I'll give you like a little small review of all the games and what I think about it and stuff like that, and we'll just go from there, okay? Now, on this YouTube channel, I don't just make video game related stuff, okay? I talk about movies, I talk about comic books, I talk about anime, you know? One of the things I do like every single month is like an anime and a comic book haul. You know, I watch, you know, a certain series of anime and stuff like that, whereas Evangelion or Gunslinger Girl, maybe I'll watch like Cowboy Bebop or something, and I tell you guys my thoughts of it at the end of the month, you know, what I think about the series and stuff like that. If you like comic books, you know, like superheroes, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, you know, I actually read a bunch of comic books, and I pick up some of my favorites, you know, every single month. I stop by the comic book shop and I pick up some of my favorites, maybe an action figure or something also, you know, and I do like a haul video of those, okay, so some of them I read before I made the video, so I give you guys my review of it, to give you a summary, check out the covers, you know, maybe I usually buy like variant covers and stuff like that, pretty cool stuff, so do check those out if you haven't already. I also talk about movies, you know, sometimes I go to see a movie, you'll see like me live in the theater, you know, and then later when I get home, I show my collection of whatever it is I just saw, you know, where it's like a Spider-Man collection because I just saw a Spider-Man movie or whatever, and I give you guys my thoughts of the video, of the movie I just saw, okay? Other things that I do on my YouTube channel, you know, I do like weekly vlogs. Every Sunday I tell you guys what's been going on with me for the past week, what I plan to do for the upcoming week concerning my life and YouTube and stuff like that. So I tell you guys, what movies have I seen this past week, okay? What video games I played this past week. Maybe I read a book, I give you guys a book review, right? And then usually I tell you guys like what video I plan to upload for the upcoming week. I usually record them ahead of time and then I upload them later, you know? Other videos I do on my YouTube channel are food-related videos. This is like something that people thought that was like a brand new thing, but I've been doing it ever since I first started my YouTube channel like 7-8 years ago, you know? And that is, I go to the restaurant, you know? I show off my food. You know how on Instagram people like take pictures of their food and stuff like that? Well, I make videos of my food. So I'll check out my food. Maybe like my friends. I hang out with my friends when I go out to eat and stuff like that. So you see like all our plates all together and stuff like that. And sometimes if it's like fast food or like a frozen dinner or something like that, I actually eat those at home. You know, so I make a video while I'm just eating dinner at home and stuff like that, and people seem to really like it. It's really relaxing. A lot of people seem to like my opinions on food and stuff like that. So if you want, you can check out those videos. Okay, pretty cool stuff. All right, so we're going to talk about my PlayStation 4 collection. Oh my gosh, like I do this every year. You know, I've had my PS4 for I think 2-3 years now, and I do live streams on a lot of these videos. Okay, there's gameplay and stuff like that, both on Twitch and on YouTube. So do check those out if you haven't already. Well, like I said, the username is the same as my YouTube channel, David A. Qua. Okay. Last year, a lot of people were like begging me to make another one already, even though I just made one like a couple months before. I swear, man, if I make a daily video just like this one, just every day, just do the exact same thing over and over again, my subscribers would shoot to the roof. You know, people be like loving me and stuff like that. I just don't understand. You know, I remember last year, people actually watch my videos until they sleep. Like, actually play my PS4 collection video of 2015 and 2016, and they just play it until puts them to sleep. You know, until it's their lullabies. You know, and I just like that creeps me out sometimes. And they say, "Oh, David, I leave your video on my phone. I played it while I'm in the car. You know, when I'm driving, I listen to your voice." And just hearing stuff like that, you know, you think it's flattering, but it's scary. It's creepy for me. but apparently that's what people do. I know for a fact. People keep commenting, "Oh, I watch this video all the time. I play it on loop while I'm getting dressed in the morning. I play it while I'm in the shower and stuff like that." And I'm like, I don't want to hear that, you know. But that's what people do. So it's kind of funny. So a ton of these games, man, and a lot of these video games I actually made like separate videos. Like, let's say a God of War collection, an Assassin's Creed collection. I made like separately, okay? So like I said, you see that Assassin's Creed poster back there? So like Assassin's Creed stuff, all my action figures, t-shirts, posters, you know, all the video games related to Assassin's Creed, or maybe like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Tomb Raider, Splinter Cell, you know, all those series. You know, I've done many of those videos in the past where I've made like separate collections of them. So this is like a video all focused on the Call of Duty series. All my videos. This one's all about Grand Theft Auto. You know, this one's all about the Splinter Cell series, Metal Gear Solid. You know, I've done tons of those videos in the past. Okay. Where I give you guys my thoughts and show you guys everything I have. Maybe it has a comic book series, like Tomb Raider, for instance, has a comic book series, you know. And I've done like comic book hauls. Wait, I already told you about comic book hauls. So there it is, you know. And it's not just that, but you know, like superheroes. If you like Transformers, if you like Batman, if you like Superman, Spider-Man, whatever, I have separate collections for those also. And just FYI, I don't just play PS4. I got a ton of other systems also. Okay, well, not tons, but you know what I mean. Like I got other systems. I got Xbox 360, Nintendo 3DS, and I'll make collections just like this for those videos also. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed these videos, and we're hoping that 2017 is a really good year. This is my collection of PS4 games as of the beginning of 2017. All right. January 2017. I know a lot of people will be watch this video far in the future. They'll be like, "David, where's Call of Duty Black Ops 4? Where's Grand Theft Auto 7? You know, you'd be asking all these questions. I'm like, no, this video was made in January 2017. If the game is not out yet, I don't have it, okay? And if the game is like multi-platform, like cross-platform, like it's available also on Xbox One. It's also available on Nintendo 3DS or something like that. Like for instance, Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens. It's a game that I don't have here in my PS4 collection, but I do have it in my Nintendo collection, my Nintendo 3DS collection. Okay, I bought it for Nintendo 3DS. I did not get it for PS4, but there is a PS4 version out there. Okay. But I didn't buy it for PS4. I bought for Nintendo 3DS. So you guys have to understand, if I don't have the game, check out my other collection videos. Maybe it's in the Xbox 360 collection. Maybe it's in the Nintendo 3DS or the Wii collection, you know? So just check those out, okay? Where are we on time? I think I talked for like almost... Oh my gosh! Really? I've been talking for almost 10 minutes. Okay, that was like the longest intro of any video I've ever done in the history of my YouTube channel. Okay, so let's get started on talking about the actual video games. Let me show you the video games. I'll tell you a little bit about them and do a review and whatever. All right, all right. Let me get comfortable here because we got a lot of games to go through. We have here, and this is not in any, like last year's video I did in alphabetical order. I didn't bother to do that this year. I'm just going to put it all on this shelf and just talk about each one of them, whatever's from left to right, okay? So I got here Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 was a great game, man. I really enjoyed it. I bought it day one when it came out. It has some beautiful graphics. Now, Battlefield is known for its beautiful graphics, okay? And for a while, it's been a while since we played a game that had like no double jumps and robot drones, and you know you're driving in space and stuff like that. This is a down-to-earth World War I shooter, okay? And I really like, there's tons of great missions in here, okay? Well, when I say tons, I mean a lot. That's just the way of me talking, okay? But when I say that, I just mean there's a lot of good missions in here. There's a story mission, right? They have a really good campaign where one of them's like, you're driving a helicopter, not helicopter, what was it called? It's just a World War II fighter plane, okay? And you're doing dog fights, and you're trying to take down this giant balloon, you know, this Zephyr balloon, and oh my gosh, it's so amazing, you know, you feel like, you know, instead of Star Wars in space, it's like up in the air and all that. There's another mission where you're actually driving a tank and you're trying to make way for the tank, you know, and oh my gosh, just walking through the forest with the dirt all over the ground and stuff like that, and it's just absolutely beautiful graphics, man. You gotta check out this game, okay? This is one of the best games I played in 2016, okay? I wouldn't say it's the best, but it is a really good looking game. I really enjoyed it, and there's multiplayer, there's campaign, tons of good stuff, okay? So, 64-player multiplayer battles, earth-shattering destruction. Yeah, it has destructible environments. So that's a thing that's kind of like a thing with the Battlefield series, and also war stories. So they call it war stories instead of like a usual campaign. You know, you learn about all these people and you know they're what they have to go through. You know, the war is not a nice clean thing. You know, it's dirty. It's a terrible thing to see, and this game really shows it. Okay. All right. The next game I have here is Street Fighter V. So I just bought. This is like the final game I played in 2016 was Street Fighter V. When the game first came out, I hear it was I bought it later on. Okay, I didn't experience what it was like at launch, but the game was. I heard it was very glitchy. It was really hard to connect. You can't find a connection. You can't find matches online and stuff like that. And I hear there wasn't enough characters. There wasn't enough modes in the game and stuff like that. But later on, they actually patched it up, and you know now there was actually a story mode. I'm not talking about the character story modes where it's like a slideshow and then you do some fights in between, 2-3 fights in between. No, it was like an actual full-blown story mode that took like 6 hours for me to finish. Okay, there was some difficult fights, man. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to fight the computers sometimes, and I remember like 2 fights in particular during my campaign, and you can watch the gameplay of it on YouTube, by the way. Like tons of like, well, there I go again with saying with tons, but there's a lot of matches of me trying to fight M. Bison, okay, over and over again for like almost 2 hours. I try to fight this computer, and I finally beat it. It was very rewarding. Okay, that's determination. To fight one dude, one computer in Street Fighter V story mode for like almost 2 hours, about an hour and a half, like 40 minutes, I believe. But yeah, that's determination. I really enjoyed this game, okay? And they have more characters now. They have, you know, a new story mode and stuff like that. So the game has improved through the year, okay? But I'm really glad that I picked it up. It's actually one of my favorite games this year. I know for a lot of people it's like the worst game, but chances are, if you say it's the worst game, chances are you played it very, very early on in the year, right? You didn't play it in December, okay? Alright, this is Madden 15 from Electronic Arts, EA Sports, okay? I only bought this because it was $5, as you can see from that sticker. This is, you know, last year's game, you know. Actually, 2 years ago, I believe this game came out. But, you know, the last game I had was Madden 25, which is the one that came out in, like, 2013-ish. So, time to upgrade, you know? So, yeah, Madden 17's out now and all that, but it's not going to be $5, you know what I mean? So I played like one one game of it, and that was pretty much it. I didn't bother too much with it. But I enjoyed it. You know, the graphics really did improve. I would say the graphics did improve from like last gen to new gen. You know, Xbox 360, PS3 versus Xbox One versus PS4. The graphics did improve a lot. You know, so yeah, Madden NFL football. I really enjoyed it. I played as the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, I live pretty close to Kansas City, so that's what everyone follows. You know, the Kansas City Chiefs around here. Like all of my people at work and classmates and stuff like that. They all love Kansas City Chiefs. But so I just went with them as my main team. Where are we on time? We've been talking for 15 minutes, and we've only got through 3 games. We're going to have to do this a little faster. Otherwise, we'll be sitting here like all day. So, alright. I'll try to keep it simple. Otherwise, this will be like an hour-long video if I don't like just speed things up a little bit. I'll just say like 1 or 2 things, and then we'll just like stop, okay? And we'll go to the next game. So, Just Cause 3. I really enjoyed it. Tons of explosions, you know. I'm actually playing Just Cause 2. This is my first introduction to the Just Cause series, okay? So I just played Just Cause 3 this past year. This is the Day 1 edition, even though it's like $17.50. Whoever owned this before me, even though it's pre-owned, whoever owned this before me didn't use the DLCs and all that stuff. So I got to download a lot of good stuff, you know? Like new weapons and whatever. I really enjoyed it. You know, this was a good game. I really enjoyed this game. Not weapons, like vehicles and stuff like that. But anyway, you're going from one little settlement to the next, and then you just blow it up. You know, trying to overthrow this tyrant, this dictator that's taking over the country and all that stuff. And if you want, my full gameplay of this game is on YouTube. If you want to check out all the fails and all the embarrassing deaths of mine, and every time the game glitched up and whatever, it's all on there. Okay, it's all on YouTube. There's a particular playlist for every single game. Like if you want the Battlefield, if you want the Street Fighter 5, if you want the Just Cause 3 playlist, just go to my list of playlists and just you know. Just look it up. It's all there on my YouTube channel. Okay, there are a few extra gameplay streams and stuff like that on my Twitch, but like it's more organized on my YouTube channel. All right. All right. The next game we have here is Fallout 4. I'll be honest with you. I didn't like Fallout 3. I didn't finish it. But Fallout 4 was a game I did finish. I really enjoyed it. I really like it. There was something about Fallout 4 that got me more emotionally involved. Okay, because it's about this dude who lost his son, his family. Okay, and he's trying just go on a quest to search for him. You know, and he has to meet up some friends and some people and try to team up with them and stuff like that. It was a really cool story. Okay. Got it for $16.50, which is actually the price. It was cheaper than Black Friday. Like, I wanted to buy this game on Black Friday this past year, Black Friday 2016, which is like the day after Thanksgiving, where every store has huge sales and everything's 50, 80% off, and people line out the door, and they just start, punching each other and climbing on each other's backs and trampling each other through the door and stuff like that, trying to get good deals and stuff like that on electronics and on whatever, There'd be like a TV for like $150 for 1 year, and I remember 1 year, Star Wars toys went down to like $2. Man, I lined up out the door at Toys R Us on Black Friday, and I tried to get all the toys I could from the Star Wars. I was a huge Star Wars fan. Well, I still am, but at the time I was collecting more toys for Star Wars. Well, why am I talking about Star Wars? We're talking about Fallout 4. Oh my gosh, I talk too much, man. I talk way too much. This video is probably going to be like 20 minutes, and we've only gone through like five video games. So Fallout 4, I completed it. My whole gameplay is on YouTube, but I did not 100% the game. There's multiple endings. I only got one of the endings, okay? I teamed up with the Railroad. And with the Railroad people, we destroyed the Institute, we took down the Brotherhood, and oh my gosh, it was a great game. Very fun game, okay? Looking forward to playing it again someday, trying to team up with one of the other factions in the game. I think that would be nice. I would like to see one of the other endings and stuff like that, because a big spoiler alert: the son, the family member that I was looking to find in the whole game, the whole quest line, the whole story mode. He turned out to be like the bad guy, and it would be nice to like team up with him, instead of going against him, because that's why I did it in my first time playing through. Is that I went against the son, okay? But yeah, I really enjoyed this game, and I'll be honest with you, I would like to go back and play Fallout 3 again, give it another chance, because I didn't really like it when I first played it, but after playing this one, maybe I started to go back and check out all the other Fallout games, even that New Vegas one and all that stuff. I'd like to go back and just check out all the other Fallout games that I completely missed out. Or maybe I just wait. Hopefully they release like an HD remastered definitive edition for PS4, of the older Fallout games. Like that'd be nice, Fallout 3, New Vegas, and whatever else all together collection for PS4. That'd be nice to add to the collection. Okay. Holy crap! The sixth game that I have here is Dishonored 2. I freaking love Dishonored 2, man. I played the first one twice. The first Dishonored game, I played on PS3, and when I got my Xbox 360, I played again on Xbox 360. So, I freaking love the game. And oh, by the way, look, if you bought the limited edition of Dishonored 2, you actually get the first Dishonored, the definitive edition, for free. You get it with the game. So, when I bought this on Black Friday for like $20, I bought 2 games, so I felt like that was a great deal. Dishonored 2 was unique in that it had 2 characters that you can play as. You can play as either Corvo, which is the main character of the first game, or you can play as Emily, which is the main character of the second game, this game in particular, okay? She was in the first one too, but she wasn't like a playable character. Okay, I bet most people would play as Emily first. Okay, because she has her own powers, her own skills, her own abilities. Versus Corvo, you're just playing the same stuff all over again. Just playing the same game with the same powers, but a brand new game. It's the same game. Like whether you play as Emily or Corvo, it's pretty much the same game. Okay, you're fighting the same enemies. You're going to the same environments. It's not like anything like truly changes, but the way you play the game changes. Okay, like the powers are different and stuff like that. I really enjoyed it, and I played it twice. I played as both characters, and I finished with both endings. I tried to do it all stealth gameplay, like you get extra trophies and extra achievements or whatever for beating the game with all stealth, but I couldn't do it. But I did for a couple missions, all stealth. No one saw me. I didn't kill anyone, and it was nice and fun. But it's more cool to actually slice up and use your powers for high chaos and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed it. There's a DLC here that I still haven't used. Maybe I'll use in the future for a third playthrough of the game. That'd be nice, Maybe actually go stealth next time. But yeah, I need to download the definitive edition of Dishonored, the first game, and play it digitally. That'd be cool. All right. So this game is actually from Bethesda, like Fallout 4, Dishonored 2, and this game, Doom. It's all from Bethesda. I like Bethesda as a gaming. Like they came up with Skyrim and I believe they did Rage also. A lot of Elder Scrolls games and whatever. Anyway, let's move on. Oh my gosh, we're never gonna get through this video. There's just too many games here, and if I spend this long on each one of them, this video is going to be like 2 hours long or something like that. Don't worry, I feel like I'll be talking. I have less to say as we go along. Doom. Doom is a great game, man. Oh my gosh. This is not. Well, I guess you can call it Doom. It's just really just called Doom, okay? I played all the previous Doom games. I even saw the movie with The Rock, and I really enjoyed this game. This is it's freaking awesome, man. Waves after waves of enemies just keep coming in, and it's like, I first walked into this area, right? And I thought I was going to spend a couple minutes in there, There's like 5 imps just standing there, and next thing you know is like 3 revenants, 5 pinkies just spawn out of nowhere, like tons of other imps just popping out of nowhere. They'll fall from the sky, they'll literally spawn out of nowhere. And the next thing you know, you spend like 15-20 minutes in this one room fighting hordes and waves of enemies, okay? Really challenging. Like if you want to test out your first-person shooter skills, you gotta play Doom, alright? This is a great game. I got this Walmart edition that actually comes with a controller skin. So there's like a sticker in here. You can stick it into your controller. Yeah, look at that. It has room for all the your controllers. See, so you just peel this off, stick it under your controller, and it'll work. So there's also multiplayer DLCs here, new weapons and whatever, logos to put on your little profile. I played the beta for this game with my friend Brian, his friend Richard, I believe Cody Buchanan joined us also, maybe John Candy also joined us for the multiplayer beta, and I just gotta have this game before the year ends, you know. I bought this on Black Friday for $15, which is an amazing price for it. Like, it was totally worth my money, okay? Destiny. This one's going to be quick, because I haven't played it, okay? I bought it, I saw it for $7.50 at the time, and like at the GameStop, if you want to get this game, it was like $20, but I found it for $7.50, I just gotta get it right away. But I had no desire, like, to actually play, because all the people keep saying, like, oh, this game's not great, you know, and it's better if you have some buddies, or a very, very dependable squad of teammates and stuff like that. I was like, I don't have that, you know? So I didn't bother playing the game, I didn't even install it, so... I've heard good things, I've heard bad things. A lot of people were saying that, you know, it's very disappointing because people hyped it up so much before the game came out. When they actually bought it, it was like, yeah, it's just another first-person shooter. You know, there was nothing too special about it. You know, but I know a lot of people, they're still playing to this day. You know, so I'll play it someday. Destiny looks good. All right, so there it is. Let's move on. We have here Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation was cool, man. It's a horror game based on the Alien franchise, and there's a new Alien movie coming out this year too, Alien Covenant. So hopefully that movie's good. It actually brings back Ridley Scott in the director's chair. This is the Nostromo edition. That comes with some extra DLCs with the original cast from the first Alien movie and stuff like that, by the way. So I really enjoyed this horror game. You can't defeat the alien, by the way, but you have a ton of weapons that can like you have like a flamethrower, a flame, whatever it is, and you can push it back, but you can't kill the alien. The alien is unkillable in this game. You know, if you get caught, if it sees you, you're dead. You have to restart from a last checkpoint. You know, so I really enjoyed it. I completed it on the easiest difficulty. I was like, I can't take this on any other difficulty except for easy. You know, it's like I just can't stand it. It gets to me, you know, it scares me and stuff like that. But yeah, if you haven't played Alien Isolation, it's probably a really cheap game. It's like one of the this was available on last gen too. If you have it on PS3 or Xbox 360 or something, you can play this game also. You know, definitely check it out. I really enjoyed it. Okay. Gosh, oh my gosh, where are we on time? It's almost half an hour, and we still have all these games left. A lot of people keep saying that I ramble too much in my videos, especially during the Sunday vlogs, which is like it's funny because people complain about the Sunday vlogs, but it's actually the thing that actually get the most views. Like people always look forward to the Sunday vlogs. Well, I stopped doing the Sunday vlogs for quite a while, you know. Like, no Sunday vlogs, I'll make it monthly or something like that. And people are like, David, bring back the Sunday vlogs. Every single week we want to know what's happening in your life. We want to know what your review is instead of like, instead of monthly. We want to hear on a weekly basis what's going on with you, you know? And so I brought it back, and, you know, people say I talk too much in those. But there's a lot of people that really absolutely love those videos. They like the shout-outs, I guess, because every single week I do the shout-outs in those videos, you know. And oh my gosh, my voice. Okay, let's move on. Assassin's Creed Chronicles. This is a side-scrolling game for Assassin's Creed. There's 3 of them. Like, China came out past year. Into 2015, right? 2016 came out with India and Russia. They're all side-scrolling games, but it's not like a 2D side-scrolling. It's like a 2.5. So like it'll zoom in, the camera will turn and stuff like that. So there's like interesting stuff. So, and it has a pretty interesting story too. It's like these characters, we've never had an actual game in China and in Russia and India and stuff like that. So this is a nice way to get introduced to what other assassins are there around the world. And you know, this is like a huge the Assassin's Creed is like a huge franchise that takes place around many different time periods, many different countries and stuff like that. So it's nice to see, like, oh, this particular emperor is evil. He's part of the Templars and whatever, you know. And so it's up to the assassins to deal with him and whatever. So that's a fun game. I have gameplay of that on my YouTube channel also. All right. Akiba's Trip. RPG game. You can actually like you have different items that you can use as weapons in this game and stuff like that. Like it's funny. You can be like a purse. You use a purse, or a baseball bat or something like that, and it has different forms of damage. You can use like a giant skiing. A ski board and stuff like that, snowboard and whatever. And the funny thing is that in the game, you play as like I don't know what to call it. It's like a vampire. Okay, so you can't be exposed to the sun. So and all the enemies are the same thing as you. They can also not be exposed to the sun. So you tear off their clothes, whether they're male or female. You tear off their clothes. So they're in their underwear and whatever. And then you just that's how you defeat your enemies. It's like you tear off all their clothes. Cute little game. You run around in Japan, and there's a lot of different characters that you can interact with and stuff like that. So yeah, I hear they're making another one of these. Like this one's called Akiba's Trip. And there's like a Akiba's Town or something like that. I don't know. There's another game coming out this year. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna look it up real quick. Here, where is I guess Wikipedia is the best place to go. Akiba's Trip. Undead and Undressed. Yes, this game came out in 2013, apparently. Now, there is a sequel. Where is it? They're not saying... A third game, Akiba's Trip Festa, will be released in third quarter 2016. It's already out! Maybe it's out in Japan. It's not out here in the U.S. yet. I guess we'll see. Whatever, Oh my gosh. That's me, man. I go on tangents and whatever. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. You can play this on last gen also, This is actually one of my first Assassin's Creed game. This is my introduction to Assassin's Creed. No, that's not. That's not true. I play like Bloodlines, Assassin's Creed Bloodlines on the PSP before I played this one. But this is my first full Assassin's Creed game. And it's also my first game that I live streamed on Twitch, too. And man, people loved it. They watched me, like, there was a Man of War ship, right? There was a big ship that you're supposed to be a particular level to fight. And I was like, the game glitched or whatever. And I managed to beat it, okay? Like, the ship wouldn't attack me back, and I beat it, and I got, oh my gosh, tons of loot and stuff like that. Pretty funny. So, yeah, this is the story of Edward Kenway. Really great game, alright? You go as a pirate, and you do loot, and open up chests and stuff like that. Pretty fun game. Okay, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which I freaking love, by the way. I love Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Got a poster right back there. See, Assassin's Creed Syndicate poster. This game you actually play as two different characters, and they each have their own skills. One of them's more about stealth, the other one's more about hand-to-hand combat and stuff like that. Pretty cool. So Evie and Jacob Fry actually have the canes. The cane that you see right there I got for Halloween. So I could go as Jacob Fry in the future Halloween, like maybe the Comic-Con or something like that. I'll dress as him. I really enjoy this game. Okay, it has a good story. You're trying to look for the Shroud of Eden and stuff like that. And there's tons of historical characters and show up in the game also. Different types of missions. The gameplay is a lot more different. The way you climb, you climb on top. You have like a grappling hook this time around and stuff like that. My favorite Assassin's Creed game. I'll tell you that right now. This is my favorite Assassin's Creed game out of all of them. Assassin's Creed Unity. When the game first came out, it was like super glitchy, buggy, freezing, frame rate drops out the wazoo. But later on in the game, when I played it, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't until like the final chapter of the game when the game starts glitching up and stuff starts going all crazy. And I made a video too. I made like a montage video, all the clips, all the times that the game just kind of like screwed up while I was playing it. Like there would be some graphical glitches, stuff wouldn't show up. Pretty weird stuff. But yeah, I really enjoyed Assassin's Creed Unity when I first played it. It has a good story. The main character, Arno, actually has like fallen in love with this, she's more like a sister to him. But Elise, she's actually a Templar, so it's like the two trying to team up and stuff like that. An assassin and a Templar try to team up, and try to fight the dude with the big sparkly sword, So there it is. Oh yeah, Star Wars Battlefront. The only thing I really have a complaint about with this game is that there's no real like actual story mode. You know, I think most people will say that there's actually no real story mode in the game, but there's like tons of stuff to do in the game. You know, there I go with the tons again. A lot of stuff to do in the game. You know, there's like a survival mode if you want to do that. There's like multiplayer, like just two teams fighting against each other. You know, you can play as many different characters. You can play as troopers. You can play as the Jedi. You know, you play as Darth Vader and stuff like that. There's also like flying missions, driving missions, and stuff like that. Lots of good stuff to do in the game. I'm looking forward to the next one. They're supposed to come out with another Battlefront or some new Star Wars game that has more incorporation with The Force Awakens and stuff like that. Because there wasn't a lot of stuff from The Force Awakens and new stuff. Oh, there was this, the Battle of Jakku. All right, but not much else. There you go. I love Star Wars, man. I saw Rogue One this past year. I really like Rogue One. And I made a video separately about my review of Rogue One, by the way. I really enjoyed that movie. I went to see it with my dad, and went to the Warren Theater. The movie came out just the right time, right before Christmas. And, man, that's a great movie to watch during the holidays, man. I freaking love Rogue One. Like, I really like seeing the characters, the characters we knew, you know? Like, they had a cameo with R2-D2 and C-3PO, and that was fine, but and a very short cameo of Princess Leia also. By the way, my heart, rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. I just got the news, not just got the news, but she recently passed away, and it's really sad, man. But I heard that her part in Episode 8, the upcoming Star Wars movie, like their recording of her scenes and whatever have already been done, so they can actually continue on with the movie, whatever. But I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't want her I don't want the character of Princess Leia to die in the actual. Like maybe they kind of have to, you know. But I really don't want her. Like you know how Paul Walker's character is still alive in the Fast and Furious franchise. Like his character didn't die in the actual movie, but you know it's just out in real life, you know. But you know he retired basically. The character of Brian actually retired. He went to raise his family and stuff like that, and become like a normal person, you know. I thought that was they should do that with Princess Leia. Just don't show a death scene or whatever. She lives you know lives happily ever after forever in the Star Wars universe. You know what I mean? So I guess we'll see. But anyway, that was a huge cameo. You know, they had a CGI young, you know, teen Leia in the teen Carrie Fisher in the movie. I thought that was nice. And also the guy who played Bail Organa, he was actually in the movie also. I thought that's like that was so cool. You know, that connects it with the like he's from Revenge of the Sith. You know, he was in the prequel movies, and then we see him here in Rogue One, and Rogue One goes directly into. You know, the original Star Wars, A New Hope, you know, so that's awesome, you know, I like how it all connects together. It's all part of the same universe and whatever. That's really cool. Someone said that the Ghost ship, the one from the Star Wars Rebels TV series, was actually in there also. I didn't see it, but I would like to, that'd be cool, you know. I need to watch the movie again. I'll definitely buy it when it comes out on Blu-ray. And I'll watch back and I'll freeze all the moments and see if I can find a ghost ship. You know, that'd be cool to see. But oh my gosh, the last thing I really loved about Star Wars Rogue One is Grand Moff Tarkin. You know, well, at the time he was just General Tarkin or something like that. He was actually in the movie. They took the old actor, right, who's gone by the way. Rest in peace to him too. And they remade him CGI. You know, and I'll be honest with you, it looked noticeably CGI. That he was like built in the computer or whatever. He's an animated character on screen, but I really like the voice dead on. You know, I thought it was ding ding ding. You know, it matches. You know, so I thought the movie was great. I thought it really put a little more emotion into the final Death Star segment from Episode 4. You know, A New Hope, the original Star Wars movie. You know, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a good time with my dad watching the movie and stuff like that. Holy crap! What am I doing? Where are we on time? Crap! How did I... Alright, let's continue with the PS4 collection. You guys are here for the PS4 collection. You're not here to hear me like talk about, oh my gosh, Star Wars and movies and stuff like that. I made my own separate videos of those things, okay? Angry Birds Star Wars. I really enjoyed this game. It has exclusive new levels and stuff like that. Now, I really enjoy Angry Birds. I'll be honest with you. I first played Angry Birds. There was like a PSP version of it on on PlayStation Portable, and I played the first Angry Birds on there, and the second one I actually have like on my phone and stuff like that. There's 30 years like Star Wars Rio and not Angry Birds Rio and Angry Birds in Space and stuff like that, and of course they have Angry Birds Star Wars, and now they've gone really off the rails. It's like an RPG, Angry Birds Epic, and Angry Birds there's like a Bejeweled type game and all. Like Angry Birds has become like a huge franchise, man. Like I don't know what happened. How the heck did Angry Birds become so popular? There's a movie. There's a movie that came out last year. Oh my gosh, I didn't even watch it. I heard it was like terrible, but yeah, Angry Birds is one of those things. Like it's I can't believe how successful it became. Whoever made Angry Birds is probably like rolling in dough. You know what I mean? Like it's the same person who probably like made Minecraft. Like who'd have thunk, right? The two most simplest games ever is like the most talked about video games in recent years. It's like Minecraft and Angry Birds, like two big franchises. There's the concept is so simple, and yet it's like it's so successful at the same time. They put billions of dollars making a campaign and all the maps for Call of Duty, and yet Angry Birds is the one that people all know. It's like I don't know what's going on. So. Battlefield Hardline, great game by the way. I freaking love Battlefield Hardline. This is a good game. Very funny. They made it episodic. You're playing instead of like soldiers out in the desert or whatever. You're playing as cops in the city. And I like that. They have driving missions. There's like stealth missions in there also. I really enjoyed it. So Battlefield Hardline. I really like the voice acting, the motion capture, the voice, the face captures and stuff like that. Also, it's a good game. I really enjoyed it. Good story, good humor. It feels like you're watching an actual TV show. Watching like CSI or something. Battlefield 4. This is a great game, man. Oh my gosh! So like, I remember one of the tank missions. You're trying to destroy the tank, and there's like, oh my gosh, you destroy one tank, there's like 3 more tanks over here. Oh my gosh! It's like really cool game. I love the destructible environments. I like the graphics. The graphics look so realistic in this game, man. I remember there's this one mission where just walking in the snow, and snow is really hard to make look real in the game, because it's just white. But this game did it, man. It like the snow actually looked dirty when you walk on top of it and stuff, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I did make some gameplay of this also. Actually, I remember a couple years back, the Powerball lottery. They actually had a like it was like $2 billion that year or something like that, right? And I got a couple lottery tickets that year, and I was playing Battlefield 4. While I was like checking my numbers for the lottery, see if I won the lottery and stuff like that, and I didn't win, but everyone was like anticipating it, Oh, it's that time. Let's check the lottery and see if I win $2 billion or not, Oh yeah, Batman Arkham Knight. You can probably get this game for like $15 at GameStop now. I freaking love the Batman Arkham series. Man, Arkham City is the best one, I would have to say, because the boss fights. You see all these characters: Mr. Freeze, Two-Face is in it, Penguin, Joker, Harley Quinn. Like you see tons of characters in Arkham City. This one not so much. They have some really cool things in it, like the Batmobile. For the first time ever, like in the Batman Arkham series, actually can drive the Batmobile, like actually really driving it, around the city. And there's like puzzles, there's like Riddler puzzles concerning Batmobiles. You have to hang off the Batmobile from the side right here and try to move this thing around and use your wheels to move. It's really fun. I have not beaten everything. But it was absolutely amazing, Like you can actually decorate your Batmobile too. Actually, my Batmobile, the last time I checked, actually looked like the Batmobile, like has the colors and color scheme and stuff like that of the old 1960s series with Adam West, Oh my gosh, we have so much more to do. So many video games. We're not even halfway. How much more do I have to say? You know what? I've been talking for 45 minutes and barely scratched the surface. I've done such a small stack. Here's what we're going to do. Because otherwise this video is going to last on forever, alright? We're just going to zoom in. I'm just going to show you the titles really quick. And we'll just go from there. That is my PS4 collection video. Alright? Because I can't talk for a whole hour like this. This is just too much. I bet you guys are tired too. So here's what we're going to do. My PS4 collection video. Bound by Flame. Borderlands, the Handsome Collection, which includes the pre-sequel and Borderlands 2. The Evil Within. Dragon Age Inquisition. Dying Light. Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls, which includes the original game, by the way. Call of Duty Ghosts, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. There you go. Now we're moving. And here I have the Steelbook version of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Okay, here we go. Final Fantasy Type O HD, which includes the Final Fantasy 15 demo. I still haven't played Final Fantasy 15 yet. My sister has, by the way. She got it for Christmas. FIFA 14. We got Godzilla. We got God of War 3 Remastered. We got Homefront: The Revolution. We have Infamous Second Son. And here's Killzone Shadowfall. Alright, let's move on. Now we're moving. Oh, God. Madden 25, which you can also call Madden 2014. Okay? Mortal Kombat X, and yes, this is the only version I have. Mortal Kombat X. I don't have XL. Actually, you know what? I want to show you something. Because I bought this when the game the Hastings closed. Here, I'll go get it and I'll be right back. Mortal Kombat! Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, see that? I got Katana. She was like only $2-3 because the store Hastings. It's very unfortunate, man. Hastings was a retail store that I absolutely freaking love, man. They used to sell everything: movies, comic books, video games. They do books. They do magazines and all sorts of things. They sell action figures and posters, and you can buy hats and all sorts of things there, you know. And they went out of business, and it's really sad, you know. And I was like one of the last people who walked out of the store. I was there when Hastings in Lawrence, Kansas, when they closed up. I was like one of the last people who were walking the store, and it was like 90% off that day. Everything had to go, you know. And amazingly, most of the store was gone, but there was still some CDs, some rinky-dink DVDs here and there. But for the most part, everything just left, man. I was like, unbelievable. They just cleaned out the entire store. I bought this when it was like 80% off, so it wasn't like that cheap, you know. It wasn't 90% off, but man, they cleaned out that whole store, man. There were people who walked out there with like trash bags of DVDs and video games and stuff like that. And that's what happened towards the last hour of Hastings being open. They just gave everyone trash bags and says, you know, just fill it up, and whatever is in there, you pay $30 for. Like, that's how it was. And I walked through the store, I was like, there's nothing here I really want. Everyone took them all, you know. But I got a good amount, I got $300 worth of stuff for like $10. So I showed my, on Instagram, I showed my receipt of my final purchase at Hastings. And it was like $300 and something, and I only had spent like 10 something for the whole bag, you know, of stuff. So. Quite impressive, to be honest with you, but yeah, I have here. The point is, I got this Katana figure with it, and there was like multiple versions of it. There's like, this is the clean one. There's also one where it's like it's all bloody and stuff like that. So yeah. I will upload a video of my haul of all the stuff I bought at Hastings. I bought a bunch of stuff, man. DVDs, comic books, things that are not even in English, too. I just bought just because the cover of the DVD looks nice. Like, that's how everything was, in the entire store was like 99 cents, you know? So, anyway, that's all I really just want to say that as a side note for Mortal Kombat X, but I don't know how that turned. I'm talking too much. Oh my gosh! So mad at myself. Okay, we got this rest of the stack. So we got Metro Redux. It has 2 full games in it, by the way. Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light. I played Last Light on PS3. I had PlayStation Plus for like a month, right? And they had, at the time, that was like the free game that they provided on PlayStation Plus was Metro Last Light. So I played that, you know. I completed it and stuff like that. But yeah. We also have here Mad Max. Okay. I really enjoyed this game, by the way. At first I thought, oh no, it's going to be like Sleeping Dogs, which is not my favorite game. But it turned out to be better than that, you know? I actually really enjoyed it. It's fully open world too, by the way, Mad Max. Minecraft, PlayStation 4 edition. Recently I played a live stream of it, and I accidentally like burned hours of work down. I had a bucket of lava in my hand, and I accidentally just burned down my entire house that I worked hours to build, and it auto-saved right in the middle of it burning. Like, it's really funny stuff, but I had some good times playing Minecraft through the... if you want, I have a cousin. He loves Minecraft, by the way, so if you want, you can check out his YouTube channel, Clark Arts. Just look him up on YouTube. I believe I do have the link to his YouTube channel in my description. Okay, check out his YouTube channel if you like Minecraft, if you like Legos. That's like the thing he's into. You know, he likes Star Wars and stuff like that too. Okay, Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. I bought this game day one when it came out. Man, I really like this game. And when I moved up to the apartment, I got the Xbox 360 version just to play it again. You know. And I didn't think it was that glitchy or anything like that. Everyone keeps saying that the Xbox 360 version is like super inferior, but I played it, I was like, it's not that bad, you know. It's still playable, good graphics and stuff like that too. Little Big Planet 3. I remember some friends came over and we played this together, man. They have some really funky missions in this game. I personally still like the first Little Big Planet, but Little Big Planet 3 is not bad. It's made by different people, unfortunately, and it's noticeable, you know. But I did enjoy Little Big Planet 3. Life is Strange. I actually platinumed this game. Well, if you finish the game, you platinum no matter what. I really enjoyed the story. It has some time. You can travel through time and stuff like that, you know. So this one girl, she tried to like kill herself. Not the main character, like one of her friends, right? And her main character can actually go back in time and save her from death. I thought that was really cool, you know. And this is one of those games where your choices matter and stuff like that. Okay, Knack. Good game, good graphics too. I actually played this with a coworker of mine. Right? Okay. We're down to the final stacks, man. We're down to the final stacks. Oh my gosh. Where are we on time? Yup, it's going to be an hour-long video. I don't know how, like, unless we just go through real quick and I just don't say anything, this video is going to be like an hour long. NBA 2K16. This is a great, oh my gosh, I gotta show you something. So this is like the special edition version, right? Most people don't have this box art with Michael Jordan. Be the story, right? Yeah. So it has Michael Jordan, that's very shiny, gold cover is lifting stuff. But not everyone gets this in their box, so you know, you get your usual. You got a sticker here with Michael Jordan on it, the little booklet or whatever, right? But this is the prize. This is why you want the special edition Michael Jordan version of NBA 2K16. Here, let me show you this poster. Oh, I gotta zoom out, huh? Michael Jordan, MJ, baby. Air Jordan. His airness, right? So, not only that, you can get like, there's like a DLC code where you can download like his jersey and stuff like that. You can play as Michael Jordan in the story and whatever if you want. Pretty cool. I need to play like the NBA 2K16 story, you know. You play as Freak, and the story is directed by Spike Lee. Pretty interesting stuff. I would like to play it on stream for everyone. See what happens, you know. I played NBA games on YouTube before, but not the whole story mode, you know. There's like a whole entire live stream where I'm trying to like scan my face and stuff like that. Pretty funny stuff. So. Anyway, here's NBA 2K14 and 2K15. I'm not gonna focus too much on these, but there it is. Okay. Oh my gosh. NBA Live. I love the 2K series a lot more than NBA Live, but it takes up less hard drive space, so I keep this around. You know, I would delete the NBA 2K version, but I would keep NBA because once in a while I just gotta play some basketball. You know, in the video game, it's like I get a craving to do a fighting game, to do a driving game, to do a sports game. You know, Madden, whereas FIFA or NBA. You know, I just gotta get it fixed once in a while. You know. Need for Speed Rivals. Well, again, like I need my fix of driving games. This is a nice. It has like RPG elements. You're supposed to level up your car. You do little missions and stuff like that. You know, interesting stuff. Murdered Soul Suspect. This is not a bad game, man. I really enjoyed this game. You're a dead cop. You know, and try to find out who killed you and stuff like that. Pretty interesting stuff. I like the story. So if you want to check this out. Most people don't like it. I love it, okay? So. Monopoly Family Fun Pack. I just got this for the trophies pretty much, but it's a fun game where you can play up to 6 players. 1 to 6 players, man. This is like a great game to play. Just my cousin Clark actually came to Christmas this year. Christmas 2016. And he got a Monopoly for Christmas, you know. We all tried to play it, passing around the money and stuff like that, and try to rent from each other, whatever, you know. Monopoly is one of those games that's been around forever, and, you know, it's fun. There, we'll just go from top bottom, okay? Transformers, Rise of the Dark Spark. There it is, okay? Got it for pretty cheap, too, $12.99. Whoa! All the inserts here, you know, like... Oh, look. Transformers Age of Extinction, advertisements and stuff like that, you know. I really like this game has very similar gameplay to Fall of Cybertron, and which is a game I really enjoyed, and you can't play that on PS4. So this is the closest thing you have to Fall of Cybertron on PS4. I believe, you know what? For all I know, I can go on PlayStation Store and there it is, you know, but there yeah, I just gotta play a Transformers game once in a while. I'm looking forward to the last night. Oh my gosh, did you guys see that trailer for Transformers the last night? Like, it was pretty crazy. Like, all these, you know, Transformers are fighting each other, you know, like Optimus Prime and Bumblebee are actually fighting each other. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Is that actual fight between Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, or is like Bumblebee fighting a clone of Optimus Prime or something like that? We don't know, you know, so I guess we'll see once the movie actually comes out, right? I'm so worried about the time. Oh my gosh. We gotta hurry. We really gotta hurry, okay? No more. You know what? Here it is. Thief. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Uncharted 4. I gotta say stuff about this game. Okay, this game, Uncharted 4, I bought it on day one when it first came out. I freaking love the graphics, man. You gotta pick this up. This is like a PlayStation 4 exclusive game, right? If you have a PlayStation 4, this is one of the games you have to buy. As a matter of fact, if you buy like a new PS4, this game will probably like come with it, you know? There's like a code for you to download Uncharted 4. This is a game, it's beautiful graphics, amazing gameplay, and of course a dialogue. Like, this is my favorite part of the game is the dialogue of the game, you know, how the characters interact and stuff like that. Very awesome, you know, and the story's amazing too. So it's about Nathan Drake, the main character, and his long lost brother basically comes back, and they have to look for this treasure, basically. Okay, and very interesting stuff. And later on, we see him far in the future. You actually play Crash Bandicoot in the game too. So yeah, Naughty Dog never fails when it comes to the game. I can't freaking wait for the upcoming Last of Us Part 2, man. I watched like a movie version of the first Last of Us. And I just gotta know what happened to those characters, you know? Okay, move on. Until Dawn. Uncharted Nathan Drake Collection, which includes 1, 2, and 3, of course. That was available on PS3 only. Now you can play on PS4. And of course, The Walking Dead Telltale Games. This is Season 2, right? You gotta play this one. Like Season 3 is going on right now. They're still releasing it, okay? At the time of this video, they're still releasing the new season, which is not called Season 3, it's called, what's it called? You know, it doesn't matter. Let's move on. I can talk forever, man. I did talk forever. Look, one more minute, And it's like a complete hour of me just talking, even though like it's a very small stack of PlayStation 4 video games. It took me an entire hour to get through this whole thing. I bet most of you guys were like, "Oh, David, make another PS4 collection video so I can listen over and over again." This is like a dream come true for you guys. You can listen all the time, you know. Hour-long podcast. Watch Dogs. I'm looking forward to playing Watch Dogs 2, by the way. I know that the character actually showed up in Watch Dogs 2 for a little bit too. Wolfenstein: A New Order, The Wolf Among Us, which is another Telltale game. Like all your choices matter, you know. What makes your what decisions you make in the game affects, you know, the future of the rest of the ending and stuff like that. Wolfenstein: Old Blood, which actually has zombies in it, which is really cool. Yeah. Shadow Warrior, Shadow of Mordor, which is based on the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit world. You know, actually. Golem / Smeagol actually shows up in this game for a little bit too. Alright. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I miss Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, man. Not Tom Holland's good. I'm looking forward to watching Spider-Man Homecoming when it comes out. You know, he was good in Captain America: Civil War, and yeah, but I still miss, you know, that story never got done, you know? It's like they set up for the upcoming, oh wow, the enemies are getting ready, you know, it's going to be Sinister Six going to show up and Spider-Man's, you know, about to fight the Rhino and stuff like that, and the movie just ends. So I was kind of hoping that there'd be another movie with Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, but oh well, they kind of abandoned it. It's all Andrew Garfield's fault, you know? Like, I heard that he said something terrible about the director or something like that, and that's the whole reason why we're not getting another Spider-Man movie, okay? Sleeping Dogs. I personally didn't like this game when I first played it. It was glitchy. There was like I saved everything, by the way. I made a video montage of all the times the game glitched on me. I would just be walking through something, right? And I would just die like immediately. Like I remember one time I was just like swimming, right? And I tried to get out of the water, and instead it was like the game recognized me as I fell from 12 feet or 12 stories, you know, or something like that. I don't know what happened. I was just trying to get out of the water and I died immediately. I don't know what happened. But you start rolling on the ground or whatever. But I hear if you really want to play a very steady version of the game, don't play the PS4 version. Play on Xbox 360 or PS3. Sniper Elite 3. I'm looking forward to the new. There's going to be a new Sniper Elite. There's actually two Sniper games coming out this upcoming year. Okay, there's going to be Sniper Elite 3, Sniper Elite 4. Okay, and there's also going to be Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. Okay, so yeah, looking forward to both Sniper games are coming out this year. Resident Evil Revelations 2. I'm really looking forward to Resident Evil 7, man. I hear it's going to be like fully compatible with PlayStation VR. If it's worth it, I may get the PlayStation VR just to play Resident Evil 7 in VR, you know? That'd be really cool. But I gotta watch some videos, because so far, from what I've seen, there's not a lot of Resident Evil-ness, you know? From what I've seen so far, but I'm sure once Resident Evil 7 finally comes out, they're like, oh my gosh, it's the best Resident Evil ever, or something like that, or maybe it's the complete opposite. But at the time of this video, Resident Evil 7 has not been released, okay? Putty Squad and The Order 1886. So that's beautiful graphics, by the way. This game has beautiful graphics. Not a lot of gameplay, and when there is gameplay, it's like all like, you know, quick time events and whatever. But the game does look beautiful. You know, if you want to show off to your friends, hey, this is what the PlayStation 4 can do. Get Order 1886. Okay, if you're trying to convince someone that this is the game, better system with better graphics than compared to, you know, the NES, then okay, yeah, let me show you how it compares. You know, so yeah. Oh my gosh. Yep, I've been talking for over an hour. Went on a tangent a couple times there, didn't I? Maybe more than a couple, but anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. Rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. I'll talk guys later. Bye. Oh, I guess you know,